Minnesota's Department of Health reporting the positivity rate is 4.8%, below the 5% warning threshold. But the state's infectious disease director still noted recent outbreaks in bars, restaurants, and youth hockey programs.
Although our case numbers are down, that doesn't mean that we're feeling comfortable, like everything's great and we can open up.
Erzman said parents should expect their kids to keep wearing masks.
That is intended to reduce the opportunity for transmission. And so that is, something that we're anticipating will be necessary in order to keep moving forward with the youth sports that everyone is excited about.
Erzman is also concerned about the viral variants circulating in Minnesota that make it impossible to relax any restrictions.
There's still a lot of information that we don't have about these variants, and the sheer fact that they could impact how effective the vaccine is and many other things.
She says the more the virus spreads, the more it can mutate, and that could wipe out any progress that's been made on our decreasing case numbers. Jennifer Hoff, KARE 11 News.